Hi, I'm Rita Wilkins, also known as the Downsizing Designer. I'm a few minutes late because my granddaughter stopped in, and of course we were playing and they just now left. So tonight's topic is downsize, upsize, or age in place. What is the right size for you right now at this stage of your life? So if you're at a certain point in your life where you're trying to decide if you should downsize to a smaller home, something more manageable that's a better fit, and that you maybe want just a simpler life. So the one that you might have more flexibility, that will give you more time, money, and freedom to come and go as you please, and also that there are reduced expenses and less responsibility. I always like to think of it as more flexibility, and less responsibility. A second option that many of us are considering right now, in addition to downsizing, is aging in place. So where you can remain in the home that you maybe raised your children in, where you're familiar with the neighborhood and the neighbors. And then another choice that many of us are making right now is to upsize. And that sounds kind of funny because, I'm called the Downsizing Designer for a reason. But there are definitely people that are choosing to upsize to a larger home, one that's larger than the one you're living in right now. So it doesn't mean a mansion. It could just be, another bedroom or 2 bedrooms. One that will better accommodate your large family gatherings, your celebrations, or one that will allow enough room if one of the kids moves back in, or perhaps if you have an elderly parent, you have to care for that parent. It will allow you also to accommodate more than one person working from home. So regardless of which of these scenarios you might be considering right now, the final decision to uproot your current living situation and lifestyle, it takes time and it takes courage and it takes a lot of effort. So those of you that do follow me, you know that I just moved, actually just 2 weeks ago. It's a lot of work, but honestly, I have such a new lifestyle, in my beautiful surroundings here. Completely different than living in my historic village of Newcastle. So what my intent here is to assist you with your decision-making process. I've created a checklist and a questionnaire, and we'll actually be publishing this, so if you are interested in it, just email me at ritawilkins@ritawilkins.com, and I'll make sure that you do get the checklist and the questionnaire. But the reason I created that is I want to help you also discern what the right size might be for you right now, and maybe why. So remember also to consider not just your long-term goals, but also your short-term goals. As you start thinking about this, which one is the most viable option for you at this time? Because as you know, moving is not only disruptive, it takes a lot of time, effort, and it's also expensive. So the first question is downsizing right for you right now? So questions that you might want to ask yourself if you're considering downsizing and why you're thinking about downsizing is, number one is affordability. Is your current home becoming too costly for you? The taxes, the insurance, the utilities, just all of the expenses relating to having your current home. Are you on a fixed income? Or do you anticipate being on a fixed income in the near future? And have you lost your job, or do you anticipate being laid off, or just having a drop of income? Do you want to reduce your costs to have more, to live more comfortably? And do you want to cash out of your home, which many people do, so they can downsize and live more comfortably and more affordably? The second consideration, in addition to affordability, is maintaining and upkeeping your home. So if you're overwhelmed and oftentimes just stressed out, not just financially, but physically, by the amount of upkeep on your current home, it might be something to say, it might be time to downsize. The third consideration is your physical ability. So are you able to comfortably maneuver those stairs, the bathrooms, and the size of your current home. So many have 2-story living or 3-story living. So at some point, the physical ability might be diminished, and it might be more difficult to ascend those stairs. And is your age or health preventing you from doing that because the house is too big or it's too difficult for you to maneuver? And then another consideration if you're downsizing is lifestyle. So if your kids are grown, if they are out of the house, do you have too many bedrooms or just rooms that are never used or rarely used? And have you recently decluttered much of your excess stuff, and so you don't want or need any more, and you're actually ready to live a simpler lifestyle? Another consideration for downsizing is proximity to your family and close friends. So a question would be, does your family and your grandchildren live away, and you want to be closer to them to enjoy them, and then also just be there just in case they need you or you need them? So if you want to live closer to your grandkids, downsizing might just be a really good choice for you. And that at this stage of the game, that's what many of us choose to do. Community. So if you're seeking a new kind of lifestyle or a new community with more people your age, new friends with similar interests and activities, and if you're seeking a home that's close to shopping, to restaurants, medical facilities, and public transportation, those are some things to consider if you're downsizing. And the last one is safety. Safety is always a consideration. So if you downsize to a community that's specifically designed and built for the aging population, downsizing to a 55-plus community might be right for you because the design is such that it's just easier for you to maneuver. So that was if you are interested in downsizing. The second question is that you might be considering, is aging in place right for you? So aging in place, as you know, is to stay in your current home and perhaps modify your home according to needs that you might have as you age. So the first consideration, again, is affordability. Is your home right now affordable to you? And your current income and your projected income, including the cost of living increases, taxes, insurance, and maintenance. And can you afford to make the necessary renovations that you might need to make to your bathrooms, to your kitchens, maybe have an elevator or a stair lift that would accommodate you as you age? So affordability is a consideration if you're staying in your home because you might have to make some modifications. Another consideration if you are aging in place is upkeep. So if you're not able to take care of it anymore, do you have family or friends or workers that you've known for years that will help you with that, the maintenance, the repairs, the snow removal, the leaf removal, all of those kinds of things if you're no longer able? The other consideration is the physical ability. So if you're currently, the question is, are you currently experiencing any physical ailments or health issues that would prevent you from maneuvering the stairs, the bathroom, or accessing any area in your home? And if so, could it be modified? And if not, is it the right home for you? The next consideration is lifestyle. So if you really like your neighborhood, you like your neighbors, you're comfortable there, and it has all the amenities that you want close by, if you're happy there, then stay there, right where you are for that next 5 to 10 years. And that, of course, is barring any, physical things that could possibly happen, a fall or, certainly illnesses and so forth. Then chances are aging in place is a really good choice for you. And then proximity. So if you're close enough to your family, your kids and your friends, so that you can enjoy them now, but that you could also call on them and they can call on you if needed, then likely aging in place is maybe a good fit for you right now. The next consideration is community. So is your current community what you want? Because sometimes we change. Sometimes the neighbors, in my case, I was the oldest one in the neighborhood and I was only 50. So it's, if you're, liking your community still, if it's near restaurants, libraries, church communities that you participate in, chances are aging in place is a good idea for you. And the last one, again, for aging in place is safety. So is your home safe as it is right now? Or would you need to retrofit it to accommodate the aging process and make it accessible throughout? And then the last question is upsizing right for you right now? So believe it or not, many baby boomers are actually making active choices to upsize their homes, particularly for a better lifestyle. One is affordability. So if affordability is not an issue, if upkeep is not a problem, and if you are in good health, good physical shape, and capable of managing and maintaining and also maneuvering a bigger home, chances are you might be the right person to experience a new lifestyle when you upsize. Many of us have upsized once, twice, 3 or 4 times, and then you might say, is upsizing right for me again? That's why I'm asking all these questions, and that's why I'd love to have you get the questionnaire, because we have to ask these questions in order for us to make the right decisions. Another question is, where your home can be the central gathering place for family and friends for holidays. A lot of people are choosing to upsize for that very reason. They want to be that central location, continue to be that central location as our families get bigger, more grandchildren, bigger teenagers, bigger friends. And they might also want a bigger space to entertain and have overnight guests. They might want to have plenty of room if one of the kids moves back home, which is frequently happening these days, and also have enough room to take care of your aging parents in the event that they will need some care and that you're choosing to care for them. And you'll definitely have enough room to accommodate more than one home office or library. So I do hope that this checklist and questionnaire helps you, just kind of inspires you or maybe motivates you to start asking the questions that you need to ask in order to make the decision to downsize, to age in place, or upsize, so that you can be sure that you make the right decision, the right choice for you right now. Okay, I hope this helps. And again, if you are interested in getting the checklist and the questionnaire, email me at ritawilkins@ritawilkins.com. I'll talk to you next week.